Hey everyone, I just want to talk about this corona fear virus that's going around. When I say fear virus, it's because there's a lot more fear about the virus than the actual virus, in my opinion. They have really done a good job of pumping this all the way up to a whole other level, making people believe that, you know, this is the black plague of death. Like, this is literally just a touch of death. But at the same time, 70% of people that has caught it in China have recovered from it. At the same time, you have people that reports coming out where you can have this virus for 15 days, 30 days and have no symptoms, but it's the touch of death, and so the whole world has to be quarantined. So to me, in my opinion, it's just mass manipulation once again. Like I said in the last video, it's just another way to just kind of flex their muscle and just to show, okay, look what we can do. You know, look how we can sway you, look how we can move the public. And just to basically, it's just another agenda behind it. Whether it's going to be taking away more liberties, it's usually what happens. Look at 9/11. And when 9/11 happened, you know, a lot of liberties and laws were enforced and liberties were taken away from people. People lost more rights. People willingly gave away their rights, and that's usually what happens in cases like this. But this one is for the books, because they took it to a whole new level. We don't know how these people are really being diagnosed. We don't know if it's false diagnosis going around. We know that happens before in the past. So you know, the whatever the agenda is at the end of the day is being pushed. But you know, we still got to do what we got to do. Now we got to go to the markets because we might be in a shutdown for a whole month. And this whole thing, this coronavirus has just pushed us into a recession. We're going into a recession, people. We're going into a recession. When the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange lost the amount of points that it lost in the last couple of weeks compared to the last couple of years, it's historic numbers. It's recession numbers. The market has broke below the bear line, and it's now in the bear market. And it's not going to change anytime soon, because when you really look at everything, you can see the grand scape of things. Nobody's going out. Nobody's spending money. Nobody's buying. The trading is slowing down. The imports that's coming from China especially is slowing down tremendously. So you're talking about business going out, people going out of business, people not being able to pay their bills for their businesses, people not being able to pay their loans, business loans. You're talking about a failing economy right now. You're talking about a worldwide recession, you know. But on the flip side, for those people who are investors, this is like good news, you know. So this is how the Fed make their money. They're going to invest in these times because all the stocks are dropping. Buy low, sell high. When all these stocks drop, they get very low. For anybody who's investing in gold, if you're an investor and you're investing in gold, silver, bullion coins, cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, stocks, whatever you trading, whatever you buying, real estate. People who are investors are like, oh my gosh, like this is the greatest time to invest, because this is just how the Fed make money. It's how US make money. They make money off of debt. They don't make money off of when times are good. Really, they make money off of tragic events such as this one, and they could push it, and they could really push it and manipulate the markets to tank. And that's exactly what happened. They could buy up everything. Once it goes back up, they triple, quadruple times their money. That's what it's all about. It's all about market manipulation. It's all about the money, how the money's gonna flow, how the rich gonna get richer. Donald Trump is gonna give more tax breaks and more budget cuts, you know, to the rich. It's not going to be going towards the medium families and for the poor. It's just the same old thing, just a bigger agenda behind it. We don't know what's going to come next behind it, but we know something is going to come. You do what you got to do. Get your medicine, get your supplies, get food, get water, things that's going to last you for a month. But you know, at the end of the day, the number one thing to fear is not the coronavirus, but the number one thing to fear is still God. Because God, at the end of the day, is still in control. God let us know. Now, 1,000 shall fall by my left, 10,000 by my right, but no harm will come near me. no pestilence, no plagues will come near me. You know, so the number one, prescription is our scriptures, right? That's our number one prescription, right? Our number one priority, and our number one doctor, advocate, or lawyer, who is also our doctor, is Christ himself, right? And once we have that, we know that no weapon that is formed against us will prosper. We know that, right? But the rest of the world don't know that. So the rest of the world they're gonna run to Big Brother, say, hey, give us medicine, give us food, give us water, give us somebody to lead over us, give us, because they don't know how to submit to God. So so the government, of course, is conditioning people that, okay, we're gonna be your God, you know. So we're going into a recession, people. We saw what happened last year when they shut down the government for about a month. How people was already getting ready, selling their cars, getting ready to sell their homes. People couldn't pay their bills, and that was only a month. And that was only just the federal government sector. You know what I mean? But now you're talking about, now you're talking about a whole country being shut down for 30 days. You know what I mean? What's going on, bro?
You want the Kellogg's?
Augusta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Is your joint super clean?
Yeah, I looked for a clean one. I grabbed the clean one.
Yeah, I got like dust, but...
Nah, I mean, you got a broom?
No.
You want to borrow mine?
Yeah, that was my next question.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Bring it right back.
All right, man. Yeah, so like I was saying, you gotta, it's one of my bros. We out here working, we out here grinding. So like I was saying, what was I saying? But basically, all I'm saying is that God is He has the final say, He has the final answer. He is the one true and mighty God. And that's the only thing and ultimate thing we're gonna fear, because as they tank this market, in order to get rich, to pass laws, give more money to the rich, you know what I mean? Because that's what's gonna happen. The Fed just injected $1.5 trillion into the market. Y'all hear this? $1.5 trillion into the market. This world economy is bankrupt. If they don't print money for people to do day-to-day transactions, it's over. If the Fed doesn't bail out these banks every single quarter like they do, these banks is not gonna have any money. If they don't put this money into the market, nobody's gonna be trading. You know what I mean? So as they pump this money into the market, and with inflation, the value of the dollar gets depreciated, and now your dollar is not worth what it was worth yesterday. It will cost more money to print the money than the actual money. So this could be the death of the dollar right here. This really could be where digital money comes and takes over, because there's really nothing else backing this money up. The money supply is no good. It's only a matter of time before they get rid of it, and get a new currency, which most likely is going to be digital and something else. So man, people, I'm just telling you, people, man, stay informed. I don't know how they're diagnosing these people. I don't know how you can have it for 30 days, but it's the Black Plague of death. I don't know who's getting sick, the demographics. I don't know the people's age, the race. They're not really giving you accurate numbers. First is on contact, then it's an airborne virus, then it's droplets. I mean, they really outdid themselves this time. But I tell people, stay prayed up. This weekend I'm gonna be giving people a list of prayers and psalms that they can read and pray over themselves and their family to get through the tough times, to get through times of pestilence, hardship, financial hardship, and everything, and leaning on God to be the provider. Because if you lean on the government to be your God and your provider, you're gonna have to do anything and whatever the government says and whatever they're willing, whatever they're willing. Like right now, they got a mandatory vaccine going around in Italy. You know what I mean? So we don't know what they're gonna try to push out here. You know, I can't really trust the media at all. I don't trust the media at all. I trust the Most High. And when God is with you, nothing can be against you. When God is for you, who can be against you? Because if this thing is gonna take us out and it's inevitable, there's nothing that we can do. If it's in God's hand, it's His will is gonna happen, then let it be so. But if it's not, then we still gonna be here tomorrow. And I believe this too will pass. This is just a phase, another phase. Last year was the government shutdown. They looked to see how that worked. This year it's coronavirus, economy shutdown. It's just another phase. It's just looking to see how this is gonna work, how this is gonna pan out. You know, it's pretty soon everything is gonna be life as usual. You know. But it's seeing how people's gonna react when things are taken away from them. You know what's gonna happen? People's gonna go begging. It's gonna run a big bro. We need food. We need water. We need this. We need that. We need jobs. Like we always do. They're gonna say, oh, don't worry about it. We got it for you. We got it for you. So prepare for a recession. Get whatever you need to get. Be smart about your money. Stay prayed up. And don't let nothing or nobody, you know, try to pump you up with this fear that they pumping into the atmosphere, because there's nothing to fear more but God. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. Peace, y'all.